Hello, world. Welcome to episode 97 of the Jimmy Canz Show. It is WrestleMania weekend prediction time. I am joined for the predictions, as always, by Rodney. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm hanging in. I am hanging in. There is a lot to go through here. We got like 22 different things to discuss with the whole weekend, so let's not waste time. All right.
Let's dive right into it.
Let's dive right in. All right. We're going to kick it off with this Friday on Smackity Dickety Down. We will have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Second year in a row, it's on SmackDown. Do not actually understand why they're doing this on SmackDown when you have a 2-hour kickoff. There's definitely enough room to put this on a kickoff show when it's 2 hours long. But anyway, right now, 17 people announced. Shelton, Cedric, Tozawa, Gulak, Reggie, Viking Raiders, Moss, Mansoor, Truth, Apollo, Aziz, Shanky, Jinder, Rude, Priest, and Balor are the 17 men announced. Who you got, Rod?
I think Finn is the flag bearer in this match. So
U.S. champ and all that.
Yeah,
I'm going to go outside the box. Like I said, 17 men are announced. Normally, this is a 20-man battle royal. It means we might see a few other people. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we see the debut and, what a debut will be for the Olympic gold medalist, two-time national champion, Gable Steveson.
Okay. I would imagine there'd be some good throws in there.
Yep. So also on SmackDown, after losing to both men on the same night last week due to underhanded tactics, Ricochet will defend the IC title against both members of Los Lotharios, Angel and Humberto on SmackDown. Again, why isn't the IC title on at least the kickoff? But
and the U.S. champion, the
U.S. champion,
and the U.S. champion should be on the kickoff.
Yep. Wholeheartedly agree. I'm gonna say Ricochet retains.
Same. I got the same. I think Ricochet.
I think they built up the drama having him go down last week, and then he'll come out on top. Here. So.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep. All right. So that takes us through, like I said, those are the only two marquee matchups that are kind of mania worthy on SmackDown. Also, don't forget everyone, after SmackDown's over, Hall of Fame ceremony going on. Very small Hall of Fame class this year, but very prominent individuals in it. Taker, Vader, Sharmell, Steiners should be a good watch. So it takes us now to Saturday afternoon matinee for NXT Stand and Deliver. Will be coming to us from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. 6 matches on this card. We'll kick it off with the triple threat for the NXT tag titles. Fabian Eichner, Marcel Bartel defending against MSK, Wesley and Nash Carter, and the 2022 Dusty Classic winners representing Diamond Mine, Brutus and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers, with Malcolm Bivens in their corner. Which way you going, Rod?
I think Imperium retains.
Imperium retains. I'm going with the Creed brothers. They seem to be very, 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 very high on these guys right now. They really seem to be giving them the push. So I see new champions coming out of this one.
Right.
It's NXT 2.0 now, baby. It's a whole new world.
It's a new day.
Yeah. LA Knight will face the ring general of Imperium himself, Gunther. Next, and I am going to go with Gunther in this one.
All right, I'm gonna go a little bit different from you on this. I'm gonna go with Gunther.
You're not going with Gunther, you're going with Gunther. Gotcha.
Gunther in this one.
All right. Next up, the fatal 5-way ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes with Trick in his corner, puts the title on the line against Solo Sikoa, Santos Escobar, who will likely have the rest of Legado out there with him, Grayson Waller, who will likely have Sanga in his corner. And that last spot's actually going to be filled tonight by either A-Kid, Grimes, or Roddy. And I put A-Kid on the graphic here. I'm guessing that's the direction they're going. They've made a big deal about him making the jump from NXT UK to 2.0. So if you have him go down 2 in a row, his first 2 matches with you're killing all of his buzz. So that's why I threw him in the graphic here. But again, it could be 2 other individuals here. But anyway, I digress on that one. Rod, which way you going?
I like Solo.
Solo Sikoa. It's a good pick. I'm going to go in a different direction here. It's not your pick's not a bad pick, but I'm going in a different direction based on what I have seen. They seem to be incredibly high and behind Grayson Waller right now. He's really getting a big push, and he's doing the slimy heel stuff really, really well. And, with this many people involved in a match and him also having muscle out there in Sanga, I see him, capitalizing on a situation, not necessarily being the dominant, you know what I mean? But just taking advantage of the situation and ended up sneaking up the ladder and getting the belt and walking out of this one with the title.
How good would it be if it comes down to those 2?
Yeah. 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 Should be a good, like I said, a fatal 5-way ladder match. How can it be bad?
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, in what will likely be his NXT swan song, Tommaso Ciampa taking on Tony D'Angelo. I am going to say, since this is probably Ciampa's swan song for NXT, I'm giving it to Tony D. I think it's, usually on your way out, you do the honors. So I'm going Tony D'Angelo to help, continue to build that momentum for the 2.0 brand. Still there?
I'm sorry. I thought my mic went out on me. I'm going Ciampa.
Going with the black heart. Yeah. I would love to see Ciampa, you know what I mean? Get it. But like I said, I think because he's probably likely getting that main roster call up, they'll have him do the honors to put D'Angelo over.
I'm just, I'm always bet on that blue chip.
Yeah. I hear you. All right. Next up, in an interesting turn of events, the Women's Dusty Classic winners, Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai, opted to insert themselves into this match instead of challenge for the tag titles. So now it's a fatal 4-way for the women's title with Cora Jade, Kaylee Ray, and Io Shirai all challenging Mandy Rose, who will likely have Gigi Dolan and JC Jane in her corner for this one. So what way are you going on this one, Rod?
I think Mandy Rose retains.
Mandy retention, huh? I'm going to say, it's Mania weekend. They tend to really like to shake things up. I'm going for another new champion here. I'm saying Kaylee Ray.
Introduction of Kaylee Ray.
I'm saying it is the ascension of Kaylee Ray.
It's time.
It's time. And last but not least, on Stand and Deliver, Braun Breaker looks to recapture the NXT title from the show-off himself, Dolph Ziggler, who will have his dirty dog partner out there with him in the form of one Robert Roode. I'm saying Braun Breaker regains the title.
I agree. I think that was the whole point of him losing it so that he could get it in front of a crowd at Mania.
Yeah. That, and then on top of the fact that he wasn't the actual one that was covered. You know what I mean? So he didn't actually lose it. It was Ciampa that got covered in the triple threat. So
Exactly.
Yeah. Now here's where before we move on to the actual Mania card, real quick. Like I said, Ziggler probably have Roode in his corner. Do you think Breaker's father or uncle come out to assist him at all? They'll be in town.
I know that they're going to come out and assist. There's no way. Like, I lost a lot. You know how I feel about creatives these days, but there's no way they missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a layup, right?
Yeah. Next up, after Stand and Deliver, we will have night one of the most stupendous WrestleMania ever. So Mania 2-night event, Saturday and Sunday, coming to us from Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium. Like I said, a lot of matches here. So let's get into it. Night one. Hold on. There. Opener, we'll probably see the EST, Bianca Belair, getting her shot at big time Bex, the man Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title. This one just got interesting last night with Bianca taking the scissors to Becky's hair. So, you know, with that vision fresh in your mind, which way you going, Rod?
Ooh, that that's a variable that threw out at us at the last minute. But with that, I'm gonna stick with what I feel. I think this is they'll let Bianca bring it home.
No, Bianca bring it home. I'm going Becky to retain. And you know, a lot of it has to do with the direction I think things are gonna go in, you know, down the road. On the card and stuff too, with some other matches and what have you. So I got big time Bex retaining. Next up, match between the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic, taking on the team of the Miz and the very divisive Logan Paul, who will likely have Maurice out there with them. Maybe not, but we will see. I'm gonna say it's a celebrity match, but the celebrity is heel, you know, is a heel. I'm gonna say the Mysterios.
I'm gonna say Miz and Logan.
Miz and Logan. All right. And so you're going with the heel celebrity.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if to have Logan turn on Miz and help the Mysterios put it out.
Okay, that could be a direction they go. Yeah. Next up, Seth frickin' Rollins taking on Vince McMahon's handpicked opponent. We all know pretty much who this handpicked opponent is going to be. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So who you taking, Rod?
Oh, the mystery opponent.
The mystery opponent. I am going to agree with you on that. And then we all know it's going to be Cody. So it'd be interesting to see, you know, what type of presentation Cody gets coming back to WWE here. You know, is he going to retain his American Nightmare, you know, kind of gimmick that he built since leaving, or are they going to turn him back into, you know, more of the dashing Cody Rhodes character? You know, does he get to use Kingdom as his entrance music? He does own it. Or do they revert back to his WWE theme? I mean, we'll have to wait and see. So there's still some question marks here that'll be interesting to see what direction they go in.
That makes it intriguing.
Yeah. So will it be smoke and mirrors or more wrestling as more than one royal family? We'll find out. Next up, SmackDown Tag Team Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs challenge the Bloodline themselves, Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso. I am going to say we have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions after this one in the form of Nakamura and Boogs.
Well, speaking of wrestling royalty and families, I'm going to stick with the Usos. I think the blue chip event, you know, I mean, now Nakamura and Boogs, it would be, you know, the timing. This would be a good window to pull the trigger on that. But I'm still with the blue chip.
Yeah, so I just think, you know, it's time for some freshness. Like I said, I picked a lot of retentions a couple of years ago, and it bit me in the butt because I had a lot of title changes. Mania, that tends to be the time they like to really mix things up. So
kick off the new season.
Yep. Next up, Drew McIntyre taking on Happy Corbin, who will have Madcap Moss in his corner. Should be an interesting one here. Hopefully we close this feud out. Which way you going in it, Rod?
I think Drew pulls it out at Mania. I know Madcap and Happy have been having a lot of got a lot of momentum right now. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if Drew pulls it out with the big finisher.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I think this is Drew's to take home. He hasn't really had a chance to get his hands on Corbin yet, so this is his chance to finally do so. Now, the only other way this could possibly go is if they stretch this thing out to the next one, with it being WrestleMania Backlash next, and want to stretch it into that, but I doubt it.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Mm-hmm. So next up, what was going to be a 6-man, now just a tag team contest, the New Day with Sir Kofi Kingston and King Xavier Woods taking on the team of Sheamus and Ridge Holland, who will have Butch in their corner. I'm gonna go with the New Day.
Going heel here. I think I like Sheamus and Ridge. I think it's a good spot to get a good heel win in. Mm-hmm. It won't hurt the New Day too much. They're already kind of at a numerical disadvantage, without Big E.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, I think that's why they're gonna put them over. Like I said, it was not. This isn't the Queen. Charlotte Flair puts her SmackDown Women's title on the line against the baddest woman on the planet and Royal Rumble winner, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Which way you going, Rod?
I think Charlotte. I'm back in Charlotte. I know they brought Ronda back, and she's gonna be the justice for all. Mm-hmm. But I think it's too much. I think Charlotte's too much.
I'm going Ronda. And like I said, this is gonna, play into, my pick with Becky earlier. I think it's gonna be, almost a year-long build to Ronda and Becky for next year's Mania. And they might do, what they did with, what they're doing with the men's title this year with the unification, and next year we get a unification there.
Nice.
With a year-long build. So
that her contract is how long? Do you know?
It's a full year.
Okay.
So it'll go to next Mania. Anyway, so KO show. Watch me totally mark out here. The return of the Rattlesnake, WWE Hall of Famer, toughest SOB in the history of the WWE. And I got to do my best. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
That glass breaks.
That glass is going to break after 19 years getting in the ring for more than just flapping his gums. They're promoting it as the KO show, but this is going to turn into something more than that. This is going to turn into a match. Whether or not, it goes incredibly long, everything I'm reading, Austin has been training his butt off. They said he looks phenomenal. That it's not going to be an embarrassment, to see him out there. He looks great. So, it's promoted as a KO show. This is going to end up being a match. And you don't bring Stone Cold Steve Austin back in Texas after 19 years to watch him lose. So I'm saying
WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania. Yep. I'm saying Stone Cold.
Yeah. I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked otherwise. So I got Stone Cold.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm definitely
the Undertaker streak did end. So
yes, I'm definitely gonna be marking out.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the store the other day to look for some of that Broken Skull American Lager. They don't sell it here.
Hey, you got to get online. You got time. You got to get online and pay extra for the 2-day shipping. You got time.
Yeah. Next up, Rated R Superstar Edge and the phenomenal AJ Styles clash in a match that could likely steal the show on night 2. I think this is probably kickoff night 2. They always like try to find something, something big to kick the show off anymore. So this would be a great way to kick off Sunday. So which way you going?
I'm picking the guy with the bob, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. I'm gonna go with Edge in this one. The new heel, thing they're doing with him and that character, bringing that ultimate opportunist, sadistic, Edge back is great. It allows him to get the win, but not hurt AJ in the fact that he'll probably do something underhanded to get the win. So it doesn't really hurt AJ all that much, but it continues to push Edge.
AJ doesn't have Omos right now either, so he's super face.
Yeah. So next up, Pat McAfee gets his WrestleMania moment when he takes on All Day Austin Theory. Theory's Vince handpicked guy right now. Will Vince be out there with him? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm gonna say, I didn't pick the celebrity on night 1. I guess Pat's a pseudo celebrity, even though he's like part of, the WWE now on the commentary team. I'm gonna say, McAfee gets the win here.
If there is high on Austin Theory, as word says, I think he has to win this, or he runs the risk of being Maven. So I'm going with Austin Theory. Austin Theory, big WrestleMania moment over Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Like I said, Pat, this will be his third time in the ring, and he hasn't won yet. So that's also part of my rationale. This is his first time being in the ring as the babyface.
And it won't hurt him to lose. He's a commentator. Nobody expects him to be the.
Yeah.
But it could be a great WrestleMania story if he does pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Good moment.
Yeah. All about them moments. Next up, triple threat for the Raw tag titles. Riddle and the Viper, Randy Orton, RK Bro, defending against both the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, and the Alpha Academy with the Tree Trunk Otis and Chad Gable. Shoosh! Thank you. So, which way you going, Rod?
Thanks, Street Profits get a title run here.
I will concur. I like I said, I got a lot of title switches, and this
it'd be exciting. It would be exciting if it turns out that way.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, the Almighty makes his return as he challenges the Colossus Omos. Man, that's a lot of beef in the ring.
Man, I went back and forth with this one. This was tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, since it's his return and everything, I'm gonna go with Lashley.
Yeah, this is actually the toughest pick for me because it's a lot of reasons for both of these guys to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I'm picking it with as least amount of confidence as I can have, but I'm going with Lashley too. Yeah,
like I said, it was a back and forth for me too, and what pushed me to Lashley was the fact that this is his ring return. You know what I mean?
And they could use that against him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really flip the coin.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Omos gets one.
A fatal 4-way for the women's tag titles is next to discuss. Champions Carmella and Queen Zelina Vega defend against Naomi and the Boss Sasha Banks. The Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, and finally, Liv for Brutality, Liv Morgan, and the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. How you going, Rod?
Okay, I didn't have a lot of confidence in that last one. I got about equally amount of confidence in this one. I'm going Naomi and Sasha, but
Naomi and Sasha.
It just feels like somebody's going to turn on somebody here. So.
Yeah. I'm going with Liv for Brutality. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I think they need to get the belts off of Vega and Carmella right now. Obviously, you know, Carmella's wedding is coming up, so she's obviously going to probably take a little time off afterwards and everything like that. So, got to get the titles on somebody that's actually going to be on the program. So, next up, another celebrity match. Jackass star Johnny Knoxville taking on the king of conspiracy theories himself, Sami Zayn, in an anything goes match. I'm saying Johnny wins.
Yeah, anything goes kind of gives you about 80% confidence that the person who should be a massive underdog can pull it off.
Yeah.
Because anything goes.
Yeah, anything goes. I mean, I think, you'll likely see Pontius, some of his Jackass co-stars come out and give him some assist.
Yeah, because anything goes.
Yep. Anything goes. Winner take all, champion versus champion, title unification contest. WWE champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Head of the table, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and the Bloodline likely out there with him. Biggest main event in Mania history. Which way are you going, Rod?
All right. So I feel like I'm gonna take a moment and explain this because this is it, right? We've gotten all through everything else to get to this part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my rationale. Sometimes a guy just has your number, right? And looking at the history of these two, we got a good amount of data to look at to kind of draw a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brock has Roman's number at WrestleMania. I just feel like, in that scenario, I just feel like Brock has his number at WrestleMania. I think Roman has he's had a historic title reign too.
Mm-hmm.
So with Paul Heyman element, I just see all the reasons why Brock could be the one to dethrone Roman.
Okay. I will concur. I'm going Brock, and I'm going to do you one better, Rod.
Okay.
It's the ultimate long play swerve. Brock gets it when Heyman turns.
Yes.
And goes back to Brock.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then that can help springboard this new, more assertive, more competent, more dominant Roman as a babyface.
I agree. Like that's the whole vision. That's the entire vision that I see. So it's long played with the Heyman swerve. It would be one of the more complete stories told because if you just think back to these guys at WrestleMania. I mean, even that long play, that slow burn of that story, we're talking almost a decade. So.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm going to track the entire weekend's results, and when it's all said and done, Rod,
all right,
track these results, and a winner will be crowned as the inaugural Jimmy Canz Show champion. No tournament in Rio on this one.
It had to start at some point.
Yep. We are doing this on the most stupendous Mania weekend ever. So, come back and see us again when we do the predictions for WrestleMania Backlash and find out who the champion will be. Give the channel a like, a share, subscribe. As always, we hope you're doing well. Take care of one another, and we will see you when we see you.